Whether you are new to Knoxville or have lived here your entire life, our roads and traffic, well, they're common concerns. But imagine a system where you can skip the traffic and save an extra 15 minutes on your daily commute. That vision could soon be a reality. But as 10 News reporter Caitlin Keenahan shares, convenience comes at a cost.
You're off the clock for the day. Hop in the driver's seat and hit the road. But in Knoxville, that also means you hit traffic.
We don't have the choice but to sit in traffic. We have to, and we just have to grin and bear it. Or maybe we get off the interstate and try to weave through the street.
Kevin Heaslip is the director of the Center for Transportation at the University of Tennessee. He is familiar with the growth of Knoxville and knows we need a smart solution for traffic.
So we have so many more people coming here, and our roadways weren't necessarily built for those. So the roads are being stressed in ways that we haven't seen before.
The only problem is Tennessee has a $26 billion backlog of road projects. We drove to Nashville to pick the brain of TDOT Commissioner Butch Ely. He says it's a good and bad thing.
We're one of the few states that does not have any debt on our highway system. And so we are kind of pay as you go, and we make sure that we are building as we go. But at the same time, we know we're falling behind.
He says TDOT wants to troubleshoot congestion without raising taxes. And one of the ways they can do that is through choice lanes.
People will be able to make a choice to get into an additional lane that will help them to get to where they're going in a time frame that they know they can get there in.
Federal laws prevent the state from putting a toll on existing lanes of interstate traffic. But the loophole comes with new construction.
We would have to add a lane in order for it to be priced or tolled.
It sounds great, but with a $26 billion backlog in state road projects, how will it be funded?
What we recognize is that our current system of charging people for how we fund our road system is unsustainable.
TDOT is looking at public-private partnerships to build these lanes, which Representative Sam McKenzie says has pros and cons.
But what this law did was to open the pipeline up for these public-private partnerships. They're going to come because there's money involved.
The pro?
Instead of the state spending $1.3 billion on Interstate 40, a company will come in and do a lot of that work, and that will allow the state to invest in other places.
The con?
The users of those tolled lanes end up paying for it because the companies wouldn't have a reason to build the road if they didn't have income coming in.
Despite the cost, Representative McKenzie says he thinks it's time for a change.
I think we need toll roads in the state of Tennessee. I think it's time for them. If someone wants to make a choice to pay money to drive on a road, they should have that option.
At this time, nothing is set in stone. TDOT has not announced a private partner yet. They haven't determined a price tag for the project. They also haven't decided exactly what mile markers will see these lanes. In Knoxville, Caitlin Keenahan.
Now, some of the unknowns could be figured out in December. That's when TDOT plans to go before the state legislature with a price tag, partner congestion reports, and locations for those choice lanes.